They say history is written by the victors, but what if it's directed by them too? Nukes, wars, spacewalks, uprisings, pandemics, tragedies, triumphs, all delivered on schedule, in high definition, with a stirring score and a carefully chosen cast. Behind the curtains of the Psyop entertainment complex, reality is scripted. Actors play officials. Sets pose as cities. Miniatures stand in for mayhem. Every emotional beat, every iconic shot, every explosion, all perfectly timed to shape the story they want you to believe. Because if you can control the screen, you can control the scene. So next time the news hits hard, ask yourself, was that live or was that pre-recorded? Autohoax.com, because all the world's a soundstage.
More cards are coming, but don't like, don't subscribe, don't click anything. They're watching, and if you know, you know.
Another tragic accident? Or was it just another drill gone live? On the same day, a military helicopter collided with a passenger plane. Multiple emergency exercises were being conducted by the runway marked 33. Within minutes, a polarized frenzy erupted. One side blamed pilot error, the other cried conspiracy. But nobody questioned the strange synchronicity of simulations matching reality. Again, was it a tragic coincidence? A pre-written script? Or just another production by the Psyop entertainment complex, where drills blur into headlines and confusion is always part of the plan?
More cards are coming, but don't like, don't subscribe, don't click anything. They're watching, and if you know, you know.
Welcome aboard Blue Origin, today's hottest ticket to somewhere. Maybe, because what do you get when you combine matching jumpsuits, a plastic rocket, and smiles dialed up to 11? A very expensive bounce house. You're not looking at astronauts, you're looking at cast members. And this launch, it might not have even left the ground. But who cares, right? The photos look amazing. This isn't about space exploration, it's about narrative inflation. Because nothing says, we're boldly going, quite like simulated joy outside a foam and vinyl capsule. The Psyop entertainment complex doesn't need propulsion. It runs on hype.
More cards are coming, but don't like, don't subscribe, don't click anything. They're watching, and if you know, you know.
On the surface, it's just a good old-fashioned class war. The underdog versus the fat cats. The bow and arrow populace chasing down the Monopoly man in a three-piece suit. But don't let the cartoon fool you. The Psyop entertainment complex wrote this script too. Every viral eat the rich meme, every influencer crying for justice, every theatrical congressional grilling, it's all part of the show. The trick? Make you think you've picked a side, while they keep both hands in your wallet. So ask yourself, if the revolution is televised, monetized, and algorithmically optimized, who's really winning?
More cards are coming, but don't like, don't subscribe, don't click anything. They're watching, and if you know, you know.
Just because the script says they're gone, doesn't mean they've left the stage. In the world of the Psyop entertainment complex, exits are often illusions, curtains drawn for dramatic effect. But behind those curtains, the actors remain. Some reappear in new roles, rewritten and rebranded. Others fade into shadows, still pulling strings or lending a familiar face to an unfamiliar mask. A name change, a beard, maybe a seat at a round table, or a tech startup. Death is the greatest plot twist. But what if the real twist is that they're not dead at all? Because when you're working backstage for the complex, retirement might just be another disguise. Death fakers. The show must go on.
More cards are coming, but don't like, don't subscribe, don't click anything. They're watching, and if you know,